This tool helps you make your research proposal more specific by adding the location and population of the study. In this video, I will show you how to fill in the research location section so the tool understands where the study will happen and who the study is about. On the screen, I am in the Location tab. At the top, the tool shows the research title that was selected earlier. If no title has been selected, the tool may tell me to go back and select a title first. This is another reminder that the proposal needs to be built in order. The workflow is important. First, we selected the topic. Then we created the title. Now we are adding the location and population. Each step gives the tool more context. The more accurate the context is, the better the proposal sections will become later. The location section usually asks for two important things: the geographical area and the population. The geographical area means where the research will be conducted. The population means the group of people or objects that the study focuses on. For this demonstration, I will enter the geographical area as University of Michigan Dearborn, United States. This gives the proposal a real study setting. I do not want to simply say students or education sector because those are too broad. A specific location helps the tool understand the study area more clearly. It also helps later when the tool generates the background, justification, study area, and methodology sections. Next, I will enter the population. For this example, I can type undergraduate students using AI tutoring tools for academic support. This tells the tool exactly who the study is about. It is not about all students. It is not about teachers. It is not about high school learners. It is specifically about undergraduate students who use AI tutoring tools for academic support. This step is very important because many research proposals become confusing when the population is not clear. If I only write students, the reader may ask, what type of students? Are they high school students, university students, online learners, medical students, engineering students, students from one campus, or students from many campuses? The more clear I am here, the stronger the proposal becomes. A clear population helps the reader understand who will be studied and why that group is relevant to the research topic. The location also affects the background and justification of the study. For example, if the study is done in one university, the proposal may discuss how AI tutoring tools are being used in higher education and why that specific university setting matters. If the study is done in a country, region, hospital, company, or school district, the writing will change based on that setting. This is why location should not be treated as a small detail. It shapes the research context. The same topic can sound different depending on where the study is conducted. A study on AI tutoring tools in one university may focus on student access, academic performance, digital learning habits, or institutional support. A study across an entire country may need a much broader discussion. In the location section, there may also be an enable or disable option. If location is enabled, the tool uses this information throughout the proposal. I usually recommend enabling it when the study has a specific setting. This helps the tool generate writing that feels more connected to the actual project. If the research is purely theoretical or does not need a geographical location, then location may be disabled. But for most student research projects, location is useful. It gives the proposal a real-world setting and makes the study easier to understand. A good population statement should be simple and direct. For example, I could write, undergraduate students enrolled at University of Michigan Dearborn who have used AI tutoring tools for academic support during the current academic year. This version is even more specific. It includes the education level, the institution, the use of AI tutoring tools, and the time frame. That kind of detail can be very helpful because it shows exactly who the research will focus on. For this demonstration, I will keep it simple and use undergraduate students using AI tutoring tools for academic support. Later, the study population section can expand this into more detail. After filling in both fields, the tool can generate more contextually appropriate writing. This means the introduction, background, study area, population, and methodology sections will not sound generic. They will connect to the actual study setting. For example, without location and population, the tool may write something very general about artificial intelligence in education. But with location and population added, the tool can write more specifically about undergraduate students, higher education, academic support, and the use of AI tutoring tools in a university setting. Before moving forward, I should check that the location and population match the title. My title is about AI tutoring tools and academic performance among undergraduate students. My population is undergraduate students using AI tutoring tools. That matches well. If my population was teachers, parents, or high school students, then the title would need to change. This is why alignment matters so much in research writing. Every section must point to the same study. Alignment means the topic, title, location, population, problem statement, objectives, and methodology all work together. If one section points in a different direction, the whole proposal can become confusing. For example, if the title is about undergraduate students, the population should not suddenly become teachers. If the title is about academic performance, the objectives should not only focus on satisfaction. If the study is based at one university, the methodology should not sound like it is studying an entire country. This is the value of filling out the location and population carefully. It keeps the proposal grounded, it helps the tool understand the boundaries of the study, it also helps the researcher avoid writing sections that are too broad or disconnected. So in this video, I showed how to enter the research location and population. The key lesson is that the tool becomes much stronger when you give it clear context. Do not leave the location and population vague if your study depends on them. In the next video, I will show how to gather literature using online articles, uploaded PDFs, links, DOI, PMID, or pasted text.